I was living in LA. I actually had just graduated from UCLA when I got involved in the film. The first capacity I was involved in the film was in acting, and that was sort of a multi connection type thing. I had a friend of mine at UCLA. Her thesis film had been edited by Jeff, and she said that she knew he was looking for somebody to cast in this role, and we had actually worked together in an acting workshop at UCLA, and so she just recommended me for it, and then I met everybody, and we all got along swimmingly. The third part originally wasn't going to be written by me, and then their plans kind of changed around, and they needed a third director, and I mean, they knew that I had gone to school for directing and writing, so it kind of made sense since I was already a part of the project, and was familiar with what they were doing. It didn't take a lot of, I didn't have to be primed so much. I already knew what I was a part of, so I just took a story that was Jeff's and kind of worked it a little bit and worked some of the dialogue out.
And I'm in the segment that Hiram directed. I got involved because I guess after David, Hiram, and Jeff had worked on Etienne, which is the previous film, they all decided that they wanted to make another movie right away. And I knew Jeff from UC Santa Cruz, and I guess Hiram just wanted to cast me to be this character. And
they were like, "We need somebody from San Francisco." Is that what it was?
I think he kind of like wrote the script around me, or like
really?
Yeah.
So it was like personality of the
Yeah,
character.
the personality of the character. Yeah, the initial scenes show me like getting over, or show me getting out of like a relationship, or a very long-term relationship in New York, and then like just being solely focused on finding Wireless to find basically Caitlin's character, and just I don't know, just like stumbling through finding Wireless, and I guess also stumbling through life.
Finding Wireless.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's like a lot more to it, but it's about the subtleties.
Well, I think it's also Anthony having so much tunnel vision that all these people he encounters that are that could be potential friends for him, he's just like, whatever, I need internet. So yeah.
I think it's just because I'm just shut off because of that the broken relationship, or the ex-girlfriend. Yeah.
It is sort of, I mean, you do get the sense that it's three distinct stories going on. I mean, the way in which they play together gets revealed sort of gradually, and I think it works better that way than having the three stories where you kind of get oh, maybe this person has something to do with that person, but it's near the end of each story where that kind of gets revealed. So it's instead of having it happen three times, it all kind of comes together at the same time, which I think just works better. I think that's one thing kind of gives you the tip off that all these stories are taking place in different places, because it really feels like they are. I mean, it helps also that they were filmed in different places and also filmed at very different times too. So there's not a whole lot of, I feel like we don't need to explain that much, oh, we're in San Francisco right now, or we're in LA or something. I think the San Francisco stuff is a little more very distinctively San Francisco, but the LA stuff isn't that much unless you're really familiar with LA. You wouldn't necessarily recognize some of the parts of it, but there's just that feeling though, because of the subtle stylistic differences, that these three stories are not, these are at different times and places.